Hello everybody, it is me, the Great Western Scott, on the Jimmy the Jinty Remake channel. Today we have part 2 of the, my customs for the project. And in this part it will be Trackmaster, as the first part was Wooden Railway. So, I don't see any way that we should not start, so yeah, let's begin. First up, we have Jinty, made from a Trackmaster Revolution Thomas. When I first got Clay, I gave him a Bellpair Firebox and extended bunker. There are some things that I can't change, like I can't change the tanks or the running board. He will use a Trackmaster James face because I can't get a Duncan for cheap, I'm sorry. He has no detailing because Trackmaster, it's hard to get the detailing to be the same size on both sides when you're doing it handheld like I am. So yes, that will be something that might disappoint a few of you. But I'm sorry, that's just the way it has to be. This one currently has a Henry chassis on it, and that Henry currently has a James chassis on it. Yeah. I mean, it's nothing special, it's just a Jinty. A Fowler 3F Jinty. Next up, we have Ivet. So, Ivet was made using a 2009 Arthur. I painted him black, and I took his side rods off, which I didn't ever have the side rods, but whatever. I took his side rods off so that I could paint around the wheels without getting them blackened. Some stray paint has gotten on him, but I can always repaint over that. I still do need to get his running board red. Not running board, buffer beam red, however. But yeah, Ivet is a 2MT tank variant. I do not have the resources to make Robin the tender variant at this time, which I'm sad about, but I think you all can understand where I'm coming from. So, yeah, that was Ivet. Next up is William. So, William was made from a Trackmaster Bell. I put clay over the indentation where the search and rescue logo would be, and as you can see, I haven't gotten to painting the full thing. I unscrewed the face so that I can put a different face on it, most likely a Murdoch face. Yeah, some of the black paint has come off, but William is part of a class that no longer exists. I currently cannot remember what it is, but all I know is that basically he's Bell just with an extra cylinder. And from this angle he looks like Markland. But yes, that was William. And I will be making all of the characters in Wooden Railway, and I will be making some in Take and Play and Trackmaster. Next up is Fred the 4F. Fred was made using a Trackmaster Revolution James, from which Jinty's face will be coming from. He still does have his original chassis and tender. This one is just, it's just a black James right now. Again, no detailing on him yet, and I will get around to that soon, I promise. Yeah, I mean, his tender used to have detailing, but now it doesn't. So yeah, that was Fred the 4F. Next up is one of the Black 5 twins. This one will be Richard, and I'll review them at the same time. And this one is Roger. Both of them are made from Trackmaster Revolution Henrys. One of which, this is the one that uses the James chassis. I have removed the flanges on his tender, but I'm probably going to make my own variant of tender for them. So Richard, I've given incorrect cab windows, and he used to be detailed, but now all that's left is this side, the cylinder detailing and the cab windows. Yeah. So that was Richard the Black 5. Now, Roger is still in the works of being painted. I've only gotten one layer of paint, I think, onto him, which explains why he's still got green wheels and all. But yeah, I really like the Black 5 twins. So those are the Black 5 twins, Richard and Roger. Next up is an engine without a chassis. And this engine is John. The tender came from a Trackmaster Revolution Emily, and the body came from a Trackmaster Revolution James. There's not much to say about this. I mean, I got some of this stuff in a trade that I did with Flying Scott Films, who I'm currently not on the best of terms with. Yeah. So, he will eventually have a chassis, and I don't know if I'll be able to get a different shell from if I'll be able to make a noticeable difference from Fred, because they do share the same engine. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping I can make it work. So yeah, that was John. Is it a Dealey 3F? I think so. Next up is Horich. Horich was made using a Stepney chassis and a Whiff body. So, just things were painted black. There's still quite a bit of painting to do. He is an LNYR Class 5, so I might do this same process to make Albert, possibly. If I do make Albert. Yeah, it's just a black Whiff with Stepney wheels that's going to be turned into a Class 5. So yeah, that was Horich. Next up is Engine 17. Just a black Trackmaster 2 Thomas with outside rods, and that isn't fully painted. Yeah. And the last engine of today is Dominic. Made from a Trackmaster Rosie. He's supposed to represent a USA S100 dock tank. You already know most of the classes of these engines from the first part. But hey, you know, I got a Trackmaster Rosie, and I decided to make it into Dominic. I still need to give him his back coupling, which I do have, just took it off for painting purposes. So when I got this engine, the motor interfered with the brakes, so it was really hard to run. So I took the motor out, and I actually gave it my old Trackmaster Thomas's motor, which I find to be cool. So yeah, that was done. Now we've just got some spare tenders. We've got Arthur's tender, or just a GWR tender. We've got another Fowler tender, which will be made into just a BR tender. And then we've got a old Trackmaster James tender, which I don't know what I'm going to use it for. So yes, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in part 3, the final part. Okay, everyone. Bye.